July 29th. Are you having a Monday? Well, grab a coffee and let's get smarter together. Like me, you might have watched the opening ceremony of Olympic Games on Friday. The discussion about the depiction of a bacchanalia in which some want to see an attack on Christianity only demonstrates how much our minds ossify. We don't realize anymore that there exists always more than one possible perspective to look at things, and that exploring them pays off in solutions. But that's not the moment of a ceremony I want to focus on here. No, as we are still talking about space, I want to look at the story behind the cauldron holding the flame. It's a hot air balloon, of course. It even lifted off once ignited, going up. Last time I explained how this third dimension only entered the mind of Europeans with a quintupling of heights of buildings between 1000 and 1300. This doesn't mean people up to then generated only a two-dimensional model of a world in their minds. Next time we'll talk about why it must be three-dimensional. But the third dimension wasn't accessible to humans and was not a topic. By 1600, however, every parish had a substantial stone structure at its heart, which people saw and could climb. And with that, the question of how the rise could be accomplished in other ways than just climbing up the stairs was hard became top of mind. It was 1766 when Joseph Black proposed that if gas filled a balloon, the balloon could rise up into the air. Jacques Charles found the same and designed the necessary balloon which the Robert brothers created from rubber dissolved in turpentine and silk. Red and white silk was white silk turned yellow because of the turpentine, but it was red and white silk. The whole project was crowdfunded. Yes, there was something like crowdfunding in the 1800s. On August 23rd, 1783, Charles and the brothers began filling the balloon with hydrogen in the Place des Victoires in Paris. 3 days in, the attracted crowd, kept up to date by constant progress reports as promised to the crowdfunders, became so big that the balloon was secretly moved to Champ du Mars, now the site of the Eiffel Tower, at night. On August 27th, it was released. The balloon flew northwards for 45 minutes, pursued by chasers on horsebacks, and landed 21 kilometers away. On September 19th, then, the brothers Montgolfier attached a basket to a balloon and put a sheep, a duck, and a rooster inside. Quite the menagerie. The vehicle took off at the Palace of Versailles, where they are doing the equestrian stuff right now, in front of the eyes of King Louis XVI of France and his queen, Marie Antoinette, the one with the Soviet hat in the opening show. The ride lasted 8 minutes, covered 3 kilometers, and obtained an altitude of 460 meters before it landed safely. No sheep, no rooster, and no dog were harmed in the attempt. The royals tried to exclude the public from the event. In their minds, the exploration of the skies, like any exploration, was a matter only people like them had the capacity to endeavor and should engage in. The crowd-funded success of Jacques Charles and the Robert brothers, however, had sparked the interest of the normal people. Not least because when their balloon had landed in the village of Gonesse, there was an incident. It had been attacked by reportedly terrified villagers with pitchforks and knives. And, well, it made the news. The attempts of exclusion so visualized cracks in the society that had already opened thanks to the indigenous critique that came across the ocean from the newly discovered Americas. It was galvanizing, leading to questions about the figurative ideas of up and down in relations of people and the why. Because we think in frames and metaphors, and up and down are something that says something about the person. Standing up is good, being all down on the floor is bad. All this to say that there's a straight line from the discovery of three-dimensional space to hot air ballooning to the French Revolution. Scientific exploration and social change aren't separated. Changes of perspective help. They help finding solutions. So explore, also known as think. Make a habit out of thinking. Let's turn thinking into the norm again. Like, comment, share, and follow, lest you miss a single opportunity to improve yourself and society. Once you do, we'll see you again at the coffee pot.